What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? DJ Akademiks recently bumped heads on the Fresh and Fit podcast with a woman by the name of Whitney LaDon. Started off kind of cordial, just a little friendly banter. And the next thing you know, the woman gets turned up and tells one of the co-hosts, "I don't like the way you told all the women in the room to shut the F up." At some point, DJ Akademiks tells the woman, "If I had been offended by anything you said, I would have had one of these bees in here to beat the brakes off your ass." What did he say that for? After he said that, Whitney spazzed out. She was like, do it, who gonna do it? And then it was just all downhill from there. She threw a drink at him and it just kept turning up, fam, just getting worse and worse and worse. And it culminated with DJ Akademiks security telling everybody to, get on the wall to the left and, get out of the way because the bullets started flying. I don't want anybody to get hit. And I can respect him doing that. But he was very, very, how could I say it, abrasive with the way he was talking to the people. Fam, maybe it's just me, fam, but I really do believe in starting off with respect. Now, I start off with respect, and if I start off with respect and then I don't get that in return, then that's something different. But I just believe that you get more bees with honey than vinegar. And I think if you respect people, in most cases, that respect would be reciprocated. And so the way he was talking to those people that was there, they hit the wall and they was, seemed like they were just scared of dude or whatever. But that ain't the story. Again, props for dude for, getting the people out of the way and trying to make sure that they were safe. But, I just feel like it ain't what you say, it's how you say it under any circumstances. Now, moving on. This situation could have easily been avoided by all involved simply having common courtesy and respect for each other. When you're doing a podcast, and especially when you have the battle of the sexes, you have men and women going back with how they feel about certain things, and people are going to be passionate. That sex thing the gender thing is kind of like the race thing. By default, you're on one side or the other, and you're going to stand firm on whatever side that you're on because you feel like, you got to stand up for yourself, and it's no way possible to get around that when somebody is attacking, your gender or your race. You feel like you got to stand up no matter what. You got to pick a side. There was a lot of disrespect in this conversation. I'm talking about the type of disrespect that get people killed where I come from. So Whitney allegedly reached for a gun or pulled a gun or whatever. Again, didn't see the gun, haven't been able to confirm it. But the fact is, they were in Florida. And had she pulled a gun out, from what I understand, she would have been well within her rights to stand her ground. This is wild, fam. There's a lot of us who really should not have drinks when we're having conversations, especially serious conversations. You mix alcohol with some hot-headed people and a serious issue, and, things could implode quickly. Personally, this is why I'm very respectful of people initially. They got to show me something different. They got to do something to my people, do something to me, and then I don't give a damn what happened to them. But I'll show respect to a baby because I want that same respect back. And I don't know what I would do if I became angry. I don't know exactly what I would do. I play it in my mind like what I should do, but at that very exact moment, I just don't know. So I try to avoid conflict. I try to avoid arguments. Almost every person who's ever gotten killed, murdered, that was an argument that preceded their death. There was some type of argument that happened first, whether that argument happened immediately before, a day before, a week before, a month before. There was an argument somewhere. So when you engage in an argument, it's very difficult to control your emotions, and you damn sure cannot control another person's emotions. You don't know what that person is thinking. You don't know how far that person will go. I've seen the smallest, scariest dude in the neighborhood pull out a gun and kill when he felt threatened by a guy who was oftentimes much bigger than him. You cannot ever underestimate a person just because they're smaller than you or because they are of a different gender. Talking about men underestimating women. Because these women today are packing and they will shoot you. Some of these women ain't playing no games. Some of these women have been harmed by men just as men have been harmed by women, and men feel justified in treating women bad, some men. Well, some women are fed up with men in the same vein, and they don't care. You don't know when that woman has reached her breaking point. You just don't know. Why take a chance? Why not just be respectful of people and treat people how you want to be treated? Again, fam, I'm not a kumbaya type dude, but I do start off with peace. I hope for peace. I wish for peace, but I know that peace is not always possible. So when it isn't possible, then I do what I got to do. But I try to avoid conflict because conflict is costly. DJ Akademiks got a lot to lose. He's got a lot going on. He's doing a lot. If he's not careful, he could see everything that he built crumble. It could happen. I've seen it happen to the best. So it could happen. I wrote a song called Homie Don't Play That back in the day. One of the biggest Ghetto Boy songs. One of the most popular songs that we do in concert. And it was basically a song about how people like to play and name call and stuff like that. I don't name call. I don't do that with none of my friends, siblings, cousins, nobody. I don't name call people that, you know, that I claim to love, that I claim to respect. I don't do that because I've seen too many people get caught up in name calling and got their file punched. I've seen it happen way too many times. So I'm one of those type of people that I really don't have to touch the fire to know that it's hot. Once I see one person touch it and that fire burn that person, I already know. More than likely, if I do it, I'm going to get burned. So, fam, this is just one of those, I think, this whole incident, it could have been avoided simply by people having respect, mutual respect, and treating a person like they want to be treated. I could tell very fast that that was not going to go well. I could hear that conversation and the disrespect was just mounting. And I'm like, oh man, yeah, this ain't going to end well. I could see it. But I could see what led to any type of, what would have led to any type of violence. I could see that because it was just so much disrespect. I've seen people get killed for less. Anyway, fam, y'all be careful out there. And I'm gonna put a link in the description so you guys can check out the video yourself and tell me who you think was wrong in this situation. Akademiks or Whitney? Drop a comment. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?
Yeah.